Good morning, students. What have seen in the previous session? The previous session we had discussed some exercise problems 1 to 11 in your book back in unit 2. Okay. The today's session we will solve some numerical problems 12 to 22. Okay. 12 to 22 is a very easiest problem. So first, already I told in the problem session you have to take your classwork note and note down all the steps to be involved in all the problems. Okay. And first you have to learn the formulas also. Okay. So first I start the 12th problem. The resultant of two vectors A and B is perpendicular to vector A. Its magnitude is equal to the half of the magnitude of B. Then the angle between A and B is. So resultant of two vectors A and B is perpendicular to the vector A. Its magnitude is equal to the half of the magnitude of B. So first, what are the given value, ma? So the given is first resultant of two vectors. So we consider resultant of two vectors. It will be equal to R. Okay, resultant of two vectors it will be equal to R. Then another one is the magnitude of vector A is equal to the half of the magnitude of vector B. So magnitude of vector, that the magnitude of vector R it will be equal to magnitude of vector B. Actually magnitude of vector B, but you should mention that magnitude of vector B. Magnitude of vector A, vector A, it will be R is equal to B by 2. So so 1 of is equal to the half of the magnitude of vector B. A and B vector half. Okay. So R it will be equal to B by 2. Then it will be perpendicular. Perpendicular component is always mentioned with sin theta. So perpendicular component is B sin theta. Okay. So always the perpendicular component it will be mentioned with sin theta. Horizontal component will be mentioned with the cos theta and perpendicular component will be mentioned with sin theta. So you have to equalize the two, equalize the two formulas. B by 2 is equal to B sin theta. R it will be equal to B sin theta, R it will be equal to B by 2. So B by 2 is equal to B sin theta. So easily sin theta is equal to B by 2 by B. B by 2 by B. So B cancelled. So sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. So theta is equal to sin inverse of 1 by 2. Sin which angle? The sin it will be giving, the sin theta it will be giving the half, that is the angle is 30 degree. So theta is equal to 30 degree. But it will be perpendicular, it will be mentioned. So the vectors will be moving in anti-parallel with one another. Perpendicular means anti-parallel. So anti-parallel with one another, the total angle is 180 degree. So we want to calculate the angle of A and B. Normal angle we had find out, but the total angle between the A and B it will be mentioned. So the total angle, between A and B it will be equal to, we have to subtract this degree value from 180 degree. So 180 minus 30, that will be called as 150 degree. Why it will be subtract from the 180 degree, ma? A and B it will be the anti-parallel with one another. Anti-parallel means one vector it will be moving one side and another vector will be moving in the opposite side. The angle is 180 degree. So theta angle is 180 degree. So we first find out the theta value is 30 degree. So 180 minus 30 it will be called as 150 degree. So 4 options is there. First option is 30 degree, second option is 45 degree and third option is 150 degree. D is 120 degree. So answer is C, that is 150 degree. Okay. So how did you calculate? First resultant of AB vector R is equal to R mention madikrom, that the vector it will be the vertical component, so B sin theta. So magnitude of vector R is equal to B by 2, half of the vector B. So R is equal to B by 2. We have to equal the 2. The B by 2 is equal to B sin theta. So sin theta is equal to B by 2 by B. B cancels. So sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. So theta is equal to sin inverse of 1 by 2. So theta is equal to 30 degree. And this theta value it will be subtracted from 180 degree. We easily find the angle between A and B. Okay. So the angle between the A and B it will be equal to 150 degree. Then Next problem, go for the next one. 4 value it will be given. Compare the components for the following vector equations. 4 vector equation is given in your book. So you have to compare the components of the vector equations. What are the components first? So this is the problem way you easily identify the components of all the vectors. Okay. So first problem is, first A part is T j cap minus mg j cap. A is T j cap minus mg j cap is equal to L A j cap. This is the T, mg and ma, all are the components. J is the unit vectors. So compare the components means simply is mentioned with the components. So T minus mg is equal to ma. So just to compare the components of vector, that's the question. So components of the left side of this equation vector T mg and right hand side ma. You just ignore the unit vectors and just it will be write the components only. So T minus mg is equal to ma. And second one, B1 T vector plus F vector, it will be equal to A vector plus B vector. This vector equation does not having the unit vector, does not mention the x component and y component. So you have to mention with the components, already the question is. So you have to mention with the components, that's all. So Tx vector plus Fx vector, Ax vector plus Bx vector. Just mention with the x components. Okay. So no components is there, no unit vector is there. So you have to mention with the all the individual terms with respect of the x components. Okay. So Tx, Fx, Ax and Bx. And what is the third one, ma? The C1 is T vector minus F vector is equal to A vector minus B vector. So this is the equation also you have to mention with the x component. So x component means Tx vector minus Fx vector is equal to Ax vector minus Bx vector. So just the components it will be mentioned with the x axis, that is called the x component of vectors. So no unit vector is there, so you have to mention with the x axis. Okay. And D1 T j cap plus mg j cap is equal to ma j cap. So this is the equation, you have to remove all the I, j. So T plus mg is equal to ma. Just mention only the components, not to be the unit vectors. This is the compare the components of vectors. Vector or vector இன்னொரு vector கொடுத்துட்டாங்கன்னா அதுல இருக்கக்கூடிய components மட்டும் compare பண்றது தான் compare the components of vectors. Okay. Then go for the next problem. Calculate the area of the triangle for which of its sides are given by. So triangle sides it will be given. So we easily find out the area of the triangle. Okay. How did you calculate the area of the triangle? Sides AB is given. So first we will find out A cross B and then half into A cross B it will be mentioned. So first the unit vector is the first. A vector is equal to, first A vector is equal to A vector is equal to 5 I cap minus 3 j cap. B vector is equal to 4 I cap plus 6 j cap. Okay. A vector and B vector it will be given. Calculate the area of the triangle. First A cross B you have to mention. A cross B. How will you calculate? That is the problem number 14. A cross A vector cross B vector. So calculate the magnitude value modulus of A vector and B vector. First I, J, K. First line I, J, K it will be mentioned. Second line I is there, J is there, no K. Okay. And third also I is there, J is there, no K. So it will be mentioned I in I5, J minus 3, K, no K is there, so 0. So I4, J6 and no K is 0. Okay. So we calculate the magnitude of vectors. First I cap, already I told in the previous problem, he multiplied left to right, minus 3 into 0, 0, 6 into 0, 0, okay, minus j cap, second it will be mentioned with a minus sign, so minus j cap, 5 into 0, 0 and 4 into 0, 0, okay, plus k cap, 6, 5, 6 are 30, minus of minus 4, 6, 3 are 12, okay. So, this two terms will be 0, 0, so 0. So, the last term only 30 minus of minus 12. So, 30 minus of minus 12, that is a 42, okay, 42 k vector. This is a cross B only. So, we want to calculate modulus of A cross B. Modulus of A cross B just mentioned with the value only. So, 42. So, we want to calculate the area of the triangle. So, area of the triangle, it will be equal to area of triangle, it will be equal to half into modulus of A cross B vector, okay, half into A cross B, so half into 42. So, 42, 1 2s are 2, 21 2s are 42. So, 21 square units. 21 square units, okay. So area of the triangle we will find out, we had find out the area of the triangle. Before that you have to calculate the product of two vectors. So, product of two vectors you have to find out, and then we have to substitute the area of the triangle formula, half into A cross B, so half into 42, that is 21 square units, okay. Go for the next problem. If Earth completes one revolution in 24 hours, what is the angular displacement is made by Earth in 1 hour? Express your answer in both radian and degree, okay. So, Earth completes one revolution in 24 hours. In 24 hours, Earth it will be complete in one revolution. So, one revolution it will be taking 360 degree angle, okay. What is the angular displacement is made by Earth in 1 hour? So, 24 hours the Earth it will be revolved, complete the angular displacement is 360 degree, but 1 hour we want to find out, okay. So, first 15th problem, Earth completes, time taken to complete one revolution, time taken to complete one revolution, time taken to complete one revolution is equal to 24 hours, okay. So, in 24 hours, Earth it will be covered, the angle covered in 24 hours, angle covered or angular displacement, angle covered in 24 hours, angle covered in 24 hours is equal to 360 degree, because one full rotation, one rotation is 90, 90, 90, 180 and 360. So, 360 is it will be equal to 2 pi radians, okay. 2 pi radians. Then, so in 1 hour, for 1 hour, 24 hour 2 pi radian. In 1 hour the angular displacement is equal to 1 hour, for 1 hour the angular displacement theta is equal to 2 pi by 24. 2 pi by 24, that it will be equal to pi by 12. So, 1 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So, pi by 2 radian, okay. So, pi by 2 radian it will be converted into degree, by it will be put 180 degree, 180 by 12, that will be called as 15 degree. So, in the problem we mentioned with express our answer in both radian and degree. So, the answer will be mentioned with the radian is pi by 12, degree is 15 degree. So, in the problem degree radian. So, radian value is pi by 12 and degree value is 15 degree, okay. So, okay, then go for the, this is easy find out paniyachu. 24 hours 360 degree the earth it will be revolved. So, in 1 hour the angular displacement is 2 by pi 24, that's all. So, pi by 12 radian is a radian answer, and then pi you have to put 180 degree. So, it will be changed, the radian value will be changed into degree, okay. So, then 16th problem, an object is thrown with the initial speed 5 meter per second with an angle of projection is 30 degree, what is the height and range is reached by the particle? One object will be thrown that having initial speed is 5 meter per second. So first we have to mention the given values. Initial speed u is equal to 5 meter per second. Okay, 5 meter per second. Then angle theta is equal to 30 degree. Angle theta is equal to 30 degree. Then with respect to the angle of projection is 30 degree. What is the height and range reached by the particle? Height calculate pannu, range calculate pannu. First height. Okay, what's the formula for height ma? So solution. What will we find out? What to be find out? Maximum height and range. Okay, and range. So first height maximum is equal to h maximum is equal to formula is u square sin square theta by 2g. U square sin square theta by 2g. So substitute the values. U is 5. So 5 square sin square theta is 30 degree by 2 into 9.8. Okay, 5 square is 25, sin square 30, sin 30 value is 1 by 2 square, that is will be called as 1 by 4, 1 by 2 square podukalama. Then 2 into 9.8, that is 19.6, 19.6. So 25 into 1 by 2 square, 1 by 4 by 19.6. So 24 into 1 by 4, 25 by 19.6 into 1 by 4, that it will be equal to 0.318 meter. That is the maximum height. One thing, it will be projected, it will be thrown to the another one side. The particle will be reach the maximum height 0.318. இவ்வளோ மீட்டர் அந்த ஹைட்டுக்கு போயிருக்கு. ஒரு திங்க இங்கேருந்து நீங்கள் அங்கே எறிகிறீங்க, இவ்வளோ ஹைட் அது வந்து ஜம்ப் ஆகி மேலே போயிருக்கு 0.318 மீட்டர். This is the maximum height. And then range R is equal to, range formula is range R is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. Substitute the u value, substitute the theta value and substitute the g value. So R is equal to u value is 5, so 5 square sin 2 into theta is 30 degree, so 230 by g is 9.8. So 5 square 25, sin 2 into 30, that is sin 60 degree by 9.8. Sin 60 value is root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 is, sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So root 3 value 25 into root 3 by 2 by 9.8. So root 3 is 1.732. So 25 into 1.732 by 9.8 into 2. So multiply all the values, we get the answer is 2.209. 2.209 meter. That is the range. Range means எந்த இடத்துல ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகி அந்த இடத்துல போய் விடுதோ அந்த ரெண்டு கிடையில distance. So range of the projectile R is equal to 9.209 meter. So first you should know the formula. Maximum height formula is u square sin square theta by 2g. Range is u square sin 2 theta by g. Substitute the u value, substitute the g value, substitute the theta value, easily find out the range and maximum height. Okay. Okay. Then go for the next problem. 17th problem. A football player kicks the ball with speed 20 meter per second with an angle 30 degree with respect to the horizontal direction as shown in the figure. The goal post is at a distance of 40 meter from him. Find out whether the ball reaches the goal post. What football player, okay, kick the ball with the speed of 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second la ball வந்து கிட் பண்ணி விடுறாரு, angle வந்து 30 degree. அந்த ball 40 meter தள்ளி இருக்கக்கூடிய கோல் போஸ்ட்டை ரீச் பண்ணிச்சா, இதான் உங்களுடைய கொஷின். ஸோ வி வாண்ட் டு கேல்குலேட் த ரேஞ்ச். ஓகே, ஸோ what are the given values ma? What are the given values? So initial speed u is equal to 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. Angle theta is equal to 30 degree. Okay, then g is 9.8. Okay, So we easily find out the goal post distance. The distance of goal post is equal to 40 meter. 40 meter. So first we want to find out the range of the ball. Okay, range of the ball, it will be start to hit the place. The ball எங்க வரைக்கும் போய் எங்க போய் விழுது அந்த ரேஞ்ச் கண்டுபிடிச்சா போதும்ல. Okay, so okay, formula is what will be find out not to find a range, it will be equal to question mark. A range, it will be equal to question mark. So formula solution is, what is the formula for range? Range R is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. So substitute u value and theta value and g value. U value is 20, so 20 square, 20 into 20, and sine 2 30 by g value is 9.8. So range R is equal to 20 square 200 square, that will be called as 400 sine 60 by 9.8. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So 400 into root 3 by 9.8 into 2. So 400 into 1.732 by 9.8 into 2. 9.8 into 2, that is 9.8 into 2. 200, then we have to multiply all the values, we get answer is 35.3 meter. So range is 35.3 meter, but goal post is 40 meter. So the ball, it will be reach the goal post or not, ma? No, definitely the ball, does not reach the goal post, because 35 meter the ball வந்து 40 க்கு முன்னாடியே போய் விழுந்துட்டு 40 மீட்டர் தான் கோல் போஸ்ட் இருக்கு. நம்ம அவ்வளோ ஸ்பீட் அப்ளை பண்ணியுமே அந்த ball does not reach the goal post because the range is 35.3. So the answer is the range 35.3, but the ball does not reach the goal post. Okay. Then 18th problem. If an object is thrown horizontally with the initial speed 10 meter per second from the top of the building of height 100 meter, what is the horizontal distance is covered by the particle? So speed is given and height is given, and horizontal distance we want to calculate. So horizontal distance is covered by the particle, the distance. So first initial speed u is equal to initial speed. 18th problem, u is equal to 10 meter per second, and height h is equal to 100 meter, but height and g, it will be taking the negative sign because it will be the particle will be moving in upwards. The height will be taken as not to be considered as a negative and positive, but acceleration due to gravity, it will be in opposite. So you have to take the minus sign. No problem at all, just as mentioned the value. So we easily find out the horizontal distance. So horizontal distance, what will we find out the horizontal distance? Horizontal range or horizontal distance, anything. So horizontal range R is equal to question mark. So solution, first we want T, okay. Horizontal distance R is equal to U into T. So if we want T, so T is equal to root of 2h by g. Substitute the h value, substitute the g value. What is the h value, ma? 2 into h is 100. So 100 by g is 9.8. So root of 200 by 9.8. Root of 200 by 9.8 is 20.408. Root of 20.498. Square root of 20.408. It will be equal to 4.513. This is the time period, okay. Time it will be taken to the projectile, 4.513 seconds. So now we want to calculate the horizontal distance or horizontal range. Horizontal range formula R is equal to u plus at. Substitute the u value, substitute the t value. So range u is equal to u into t. So u is 10 and t is 4.513. So 4 into 4.513, it will be equal to 45.13 meter. So this is the horizontal distance. So 45.13 meter. So easily find out the horizontal range. First you should calculate the time period of a particle in the projectile motion. Time period t is equal to 2h by g. Substitute the h and g. Find out the t value, that is 4.513, and t value it will be put the formula r is equal to u into t. U is 10 and t is 4.513. So range is equal to 45.13 meter. Okay. Then go for the next one. 19th problem. An object is executing uniform circular motion with an angular speed of 5/12 radian per second at t is equal to 0, and the object start at an angle theta is equal to 0. What is the angular displacement of the particle after 4 seconds? So one thing, it will be moving the circular motion. Angular speed is given, time is given. We want to calculate the angular displacement of the particle 4 seconds. 0 second la ivlo angular speed reach aayirukku, but 4 seconds la evlo reach agum question. So okay, what are the given values? What are the given values ma? Angular speed omega is equal to pi/12 radian per second. Okay, radian per second, and time t is equal to 4 seconds. So now we want to calculate the angular displacement. So solution is angular displacement theta is equal to angular velocity by time, because angular velocity is equal to distance by time. So distance is equal to angular velocity is equal to angular velocity omega is equal to distance by time, angular displacement by time. Now we want angular displacement. So theta is equal to angular velocity into time. Angular velocity is pi/12 and time is 4 seconds. So pi it will be mentioned as 180 degree. 180/12 into 4. So 60 radians. Answer is 60 radians. So angular displacement theta is equal to 60 radians. So angular velocity is equal to angular displacement by time. Angular displacement is equal to angular velocity into time. So substitute the angular velocity value and then substitute the pi value, and easily find out the angular displacement is equal to 60 radians. In your book answer it will be wrong, so you have to mention with the correct answer. Okay, so 60 radians. So angular velocity use panni angular displacement at 4 seconds we have to find out. Okay, 20th problem I will teach later. So 21, the moon is orbiting the earth approximately once in 27 days. What is the angle transferred by the moon per day? The moon is orbiting the earth approximately in 27 days. Moon it will be orbiting the sun once in 27 days. 27 days once it will be revolved. Okay, the angle transferred by the moon per day. Per day ke evlo angle vandu move agum. This is a question. So answer is the duration taken by the moon in orbiting the earth is 27 days. Okay, so the duration by the moon, duration is covered by the moon, duration taken by the moon orbiting the earth, it will be equal to 27 days. Okay, 27 days. But the angle is transferred to the moon per day. Angle transferred angular என்ன பண்றோம், transferred by the moon per day, one day க்கு எப்படின்னு கேட்டிருக்கோம், per day. So simply Total one full rotation, that it will be called as 360. So 360 by 27 is per day. Okay, 360 by 27, that is 13 degree 3 minutes. 13 degree 3 minutes. This is the answer for angle is transferred by the moon per day. அதாவது full ஒரு rotation ஆகிறதுக்கு it will be simply taking 27 days, but one day the moon rotating angle we had find out. So the angle is transferred by a moon per day, it will be equal to 360 degree. The full revolution is 360 by 27 days, it will be equal to 13 degree 3 minutes. Okay, so okay, then 22nd problem. An object of mass m has angular acceleration alpha is equal to 0.2 radian per second square. What is the angular displacement covered by the object after 3 seconds? So alpha value will be given, time value will be given. Okay, so we easily find out the alpha is acceleration, angular acceleration. Angular acceleration alpha is equal to 0.2 radian per second square, and time is 3 seconds. So we want to calculate the angular displacement. So angular displacement given value is angular acceleration is equal to 0.2 radian per second square. Okay, then time t is equal to 3 seconds. Then we want to calculate the angular displacement. So solution is to find the angular displacement. To find angular displacement theta is equal to question mark. Solution is, so we have to take the second kinetic equation of motion. Theta is equal to ut plus half a t square. So omega t plus half alpha t square. So substitute the t value, substitute the alpha value, and substitute the omega naught. Omega naught is always taken as 0. Okay, because the initial velocity it will be equal to 0. So initial velocity will be taken as 0. 0 into time is 3 seconds plus half into alpha value is 0.2. So 0.2 and time is 3 into 3. Okay, so 3 into 3, this first term is 0 and second term, first term is 0 and second term is 0.2 into 3 into 3 by 10. 0.2 it will be mentioned with 2 by 10. Okay, so 0.2, so half into 2 by 10 into 9. Okay, 2 cancel, 9 by 10, that is 0.9. So angular displacement it will be equal to 0.9. 0.9 radian. So 0.9 radian. So it will be converted into degree. 0.9 it will be converted to degree. 0.9 it will be multiplied by 57.295. So multiplication of 0.9 into 57.295, it will be equal to 51 degree. 51 degree. This is the radian value. Radian it will be converted into degree. It will be multiplied by 57.295. It will be equal to 51 degree. Simply by using this one formula, theta is equal to omega naught t plus half alpha t square. Omega naught is the initial speed. Initial speed is always taken as 0. So 0 into 3 plus half into alpha value and t value. We substitute all the values, we easily find out the angular displacement 0.9 radian. Radian it will be converted by multiplying 57.295. The answer is 51 degree. This is the angular displacement. Okay, so I solved the 10 problems in this session. Nearly start from the 12th problem to 22 problem. I didn't work out the problem number 20 and 8. Okay, so okay, I will work out these two problems. So home assignment for today's session is, first copy all the problems in your classwork note, first one, and learn the formulas and work out the problems. Home assignment for today's session. Home assignment for today's session, that is copy all the problems. Copy all the problems. First one, and second one, work out the example problems. Work out the example problems. Work out the example problems 2.3 to 2.34 to 2.41. Okay. So copy all the problems in your classwork note and work out the example problems 2.3 3, 4 to 2.41 and then learn the formulas also. Okay. Thank you.